Good morning, Azeroth. Good morning, Azeroth. This is Neil, your friendly warrior tank from Medivh, and I help people earn achievements. Today is August 26, 2016, and this is Good Morning, Azeroth, Neil's attempt to bring you the news from all around the World of Warcraft. And our top story today comes from us thanks to the folks at Ask Mr. Robot. Over at Ask Mr. Robot, they have put together this infographic which helps us understand a couple of things. Artifact weapons are going to be all important in Legion. They have done a little bit of research on what happens if, on the left side, you put all of your artifact power into your main spec artifact weapon versus putting most of your artifact power into your main spec weapon and some of it into your off spec weapon. How quickly would you level up those two weapons versus the one weapon? And it appears, if their information is correct, that about a month in, you could either have 54 points or traits, 54 traits into your main spec weapon on day 27 of after reaching 110. If you do all of the dailies every day and increase your artifact knowledge ranks, you'll have at least the number of traits listed below. So after 27 days, you can have 54 traits in your main weapon. You can be maxed out on your main weapon versus day 28, 54 in the main spec weapon, 34 in the off spec weapon. About a 1 day delay between maxing out or having 54 traits in that main spec weapon versus having 34 in the off spec weapon. I guess I'd be interested to know if, well, we focused everything in the main spec weapon, if on day 27, 28, we would then get to 34 in the off spec, the next day or two, because of the way the artifact knowledge, the artifact power works. If you'd be up to 34 that quickly in the off spec as well. Haven't done that much research, but it's an interesting thought there. A lot of people are talking about you got to focus on one spec and keep your artifact power, artifact knowledge going into that one. Well, this infographic says, well, not necessarily. Certainly your off spec at 34 is not quite as geared as the main spec, but that's still pretty reliable. Not terrible. It's about 2 weeks behind on the off-spec weapon from maxing it out. So just something to think about, coming from Ask Mr. Robot, noted to us by MMO Champion. So, Legion is coming, Legion is coming. We are 3 days away from Legion. Thanks to you, you keep this program coming to you every day. Thanks to you. If you are here, like, share, subscribe, we appreciate that. Also, this program is brought to you by our patrons. Patreon.com, the Neals, they help Neil help other people earn more achievements around the World of Warcraft. Big thanks to our patrons, including Ragnava, Zuki, Neal, Adafloozy, Tendermaw, Vashigan, Carl, Lucky B, Infinitron, Vantheria, Equin, Sucha, Morasha, Petsy, the Beer Guy, Lean Beef, Coco, Naughty, Dwarfy, Azarea, Mystical, Zelo, and Kalai. They are helping Neil help other people earn more achievements. For as little as $2 a month, you can get thanked as well every time we do a program and get other cool rewards. Patreon.com, the Neals. Now for the other news around the World of Warcraft, go to Wowhead. Their top story: Blizzard post roundup legendary and discipline item changes. We'll see a little bit more about that when we get to MMO Champion. The Stormheim, the Archway, and the Court of Stars preview. We've got some new Legion merchandise available. Patch hotfixes on the 24th. The dungeon strategy guides, we talked about that yesterday. If you're getting ready to run dungeons, you might want to check out some dungeon guides from Wowhead or one of the other great resources we're highlighting. Blizzard Watch, Azeroth Armory, behold the Ashbringer. They've got people building the Ashbringer. That is awesome. The Q, Headcanon, Blizzcaps. Maybe we should buy the Iron Horde. Some e-readers. Breakfast topic: how fast will you level? Always good reading, good thinking over at blizzardwatch.com. The Pwnecast Daily Quest site, pwnecastdailyquest.com. Pro tips for Legion launch day. These are real life things you should be tipped off about, like enough water and food and snacks and taking care of the pets and those kinds of things. Interesting launch day tips from Homecast Daily Quest. Legacy of a Hero, Tear the Keeper, some lore information about Tear the Keeper, the Legion raid schedule, all stuff we've talked about before. The Warcraft Pet Battles YouTube page. My good buddy Jim Banks talked about his desire to post some guides on beating those pets in Legion as quickly as possible, so look out when we get into Legion, those Warcraft pet battle videos on how to defeat the different pet battles in Legion. He's still got some beta videos. Things may have changed, so don't rely on them intensely for what's going to be on the live server. Again, that Azeroth Armory right there at the top of MMO Champion, they have constructed Ashbringer. Invasion timer, August 25th, item changes, blue post. Not going to happen for much longer, but there is an add-on Legion invasion timer which tells you when all the invasions are going to be resetting. There's a blue post about a couple of changes they have made to trinkets, and specifically how they were affecting Discipline Priest. They noticed in the beta, because Disc is sort of half DPS, half healing. You actually do more heals the more DPS you do. They were using the DPS trinkets to improve their healing. So they changed some things, the way those are working, and this post speaks to that. So if you are a Discipline Priest, you do want to check that out so that you can see what they've changed. And then here's that Ask Mr. Robot artifact power schedule. And video games live concert. So this is all good stuff at the MMO Champion. At Icy Veins, World Bosses in Legion. They've got a preview of the World Bosses. Legion preview, Stormheim, the Archway, Court of Stars, Illidan Glow in the Dark mural in Taiwan. That's pretty cool looking. Artifact preview and Watcher on Artifact Power. What are the world quests in Legion? 6 Legion invasions active now. Also, those class guides, if you're leveling tunes like I am, if you notice from the game, I'm in the monk starting area because I'm starting my monk today. He should be 100. I noticed, noted that my druid took 50 invasions to go from wherever he was when he got outside of Gilneas, probably 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there, to 100. 50 invasions is what it took to go from starting zone Gilneas area. There are a couple of starting zones you have to work all the way through. The Goblin, Gilneas, and Monk, or not Monk, Pandaren. So once you're out of those starting zones, about 50, maybe a little more or less for folks that start at 10. Anyway, class guides for all of the classes. If you are learning a new class, Icy Veins is a good place to start. If we go back to Wowhead, we can see what's going on around Draenor. One of the last few days we'll be checking out what's going on today in Draenor. The Bounty, Death to Undertow, the Critters of Draenor, your traveling pet tamer, Sprouts, Prince Charming, and Runts, the Inn Tavern Quest, Cold Steel Part 2, Learning is Painful, the Menagerie, Queen Flore, Queen and King Flore. The Relic is the Thunderlord Sage, your oil dailies, your rep dailies, your traders, True Iron Ore in the trading post. Again, wouldn't be trading, crafting reagents for garrison resources. That's a bad deal. WoW token, we can go back into the game and see where we are with the WoW token. Check the shop. WoW token, 37,300, still pretty low. Near the low point for the months we've been doing this program. And if we go back to the desktop, yesterday I failed to go back to the desktop at some point. Keep up with Neall. Keep up with Neall. That's the news from around the world of Warcraft. Again, thanks to you. Appreciate you if you're at this point of the video. Like, share, subscribe, and keep up with Neall in all the ways. One of those ways, Twitch TV, the Nealls, we are streaming live to the internet, even though this really doesn't look it. We have 454 followers. When we get to 500 followers, we're going to give away more pets and more mounts. We gave away mounts at 100, mounts and pets at 250. When we get to 500, that's 46 more followers. We're going to give away pets and mounts. Go to the stream, throw up a follow. Also, links to all the other places you can keep up with me. My Facebook page, my Twitter page, my Open Raid group, the Guild on Medivh and Exodar, the YouTube channel, and the Patreon. They are all linked below. The Guild is Shattered Fates on Medivh. Shattered Fates on Medivh is the Alliance Guild. Shattered Fates on Exodar is the Horde Guild. If you're on the Medivh or Exodar servers and those are the connected realms, we are looking for you. If you're looking for a guild, Shattered Fates, shatteredfates.com is the website. Keep up with us. Facebook. I am Neall on Medivh on Facebook, and I friend back. I am at the Nealls on Twitter, and I follow back. The Open Raid group is called Achieve More. The Achieve More group helping you to achieve more in the World of Warcraft. People like Kabas, who's running Heroic TOT and Mythic SOO this afternoon. Looks like there's still room in both of those runs. Talk to Kabas. Also, Neal's running Heroic High Mall tonight. Heroic High Mall. Still room in that run if you'd like to join us. The group is called Achieve More. Also, my YouTube channel, Neall on Medivh on YouTube. You can see all the videos to all the things on the YouTube channel. Keep up with us. Again, like, share, subscribe, follow. We appreciate you, and thanks again to our patrons. Rignav, Azuki, Neall, Adafluzi, Tundamova, Shigan, Carl, Lucky Bee, Infinitron, Van Theory, Equinsucha, Murasha, Petsy, the Beer Guy, Lean Beef, Coco, Naughty, Dwarfy, Azareya, Mystical, Zelo, and Kalai. Thanks to those guys. They are making this possible. Y'all have fun storming the council, and remember, fire is still bad. This X-Pack. Y'all have a great one.